best thing about long hair is not having to worry about the haircuts and not overpaying for bad haircuts.
Yeah.
So essentially what you're saying,
Yeah.
you're going for that quality trim and then saving up for that, and you don't have to worry about like, this week sucked or
What if
whatever.
the barber pushed your back or
For
they
that
screwed up your fade? Like, you got to wait like 3-4 weeks till you can't notice
Yeah.
it. Yo, Longhairs, this is episode something coming you today with
The invisible long hair, El Garvinsky.
the Invisible Longhair. I'm El Travieso. Great to be here again.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Oh, man, feeling great. It's
Doing
a nice, second day of summer, I think? Or
Yeah, yes. Well, as this is recorded, yesterday was the equinox, longest day of the year.
And it's a great time.
Or is it solstice? It was a solstice?
Bro, I'm
I paid
ChatGPT.
attention in astronomy,
I'm at
but
Google
not
this
too much.
right now. But
Whoops.
we're gonna have to count on your thing. We
Oh.
check later. You know
Alright.
what? We'll verify in the comments. Yo, guys,
Yes.
just give us the tips here.
My money is
We'll
on
get the answer.
solstice.
Yes, the summer solstice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, see. Okay.
I got
What
you
are we
back.
talking about
I got you
today?
back. Best thing about long hair, man.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah, we would know. I have the shortest hair on the team, and then you don't have hair. You used to.
Call me out. It's okay.
Yeah. Nah,
I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out again. I had long hair for 14 years, and there was a sudden urge. Just a year before 2024's great cut, I decided to donate early, but I have it in an envelope ready to go, and I'm gonna be there at the long hair with all the guys to drop in and donate and add into the Guinness World Records, and we will break that with the help of you, and everybody else. Yeah,
That'd be fun, man.
yeah. It's gonna be
Is
sick.
it braided up, or is it just in a ponytail?
You know what? It is braided up, actually. So it's sick.
Yeah.
Braided hair
Nice
in
little
an
braid.
envelope. So
Okay.
one of the best things about long hair, you could braid your hair. But let's dive in deep. This is a classic right here.
Yeah.
This is kind of a community post, blog post we had talked about a while back, and being part of the community, whether it's short hair, long hair, it's about all hairs at this moment. And we want to know what is some of the best things you know about long hair.
Specifically from myself.
Yeah.
I'll do a couple. It looks really cool when I'm playing sports. Coming out of the
man,
back of
all
my
day.
helmet. It's how everybody identifies me on the field, I guess. Which I feel like my hair is not super long, but everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, where's?" They're looking for me. They're like, "Oh, check the back of his helmet."
Yep.
So it looks really cool on the field.
I gotta admit, when I was surfing and having long hair, it was sick. You get out of the water and your hair is just rinsed, and it
I
just looks
hate
sick.
my surfer hair.
Even though it's like salty, but man, it's.
After
me,
it
was the
dries,
shit.
it looks really cool.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know. I just something about my hair while I'm surfing. I'm like, I hate. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe
If it goes like this, it's like the seaweed mixed in.
Yeah, it's kind of covers my face. I don't know.
But this is about the best things.
Yeah.
of long hair,
Yeah.
So we gotta stick to that.
We strayed away from the light a little bit. We'll get back on track.
Let's hear from some of our guys actually that
go-
chimed
let's
in
go down
on
a
some of the
little bit.
best things about long hair. Our boy El Travieso has some.
All right, El Flaco right here. Little pretty Flaco.
El
Johnny.
Flaco, what's up, man?
Woo!
What did you say?
He says, my favorite thing about having long hair is that is practical and economical. I've saved a lot of time and money not going to the barber shop. I do not recommend straight up not going to get trims or anything because I learned the hard way. I wouldn't say my hair reached terminal length, but
Yeah.
your hair begins to split at a rate substantially equal, possibly even greater than your hair is growing. Therefore, your hair ends up almost looking shorter. It's definitely not as healthy as it should be. I almost said weekly. Your biannual trim, I'd say that's a pretty good rule of thumb. Every 6 months.
Yeah.
Some people say a little bit less. Some people do 3 months. Some people do a year.
Mm.
Meet in the middle. I say good. Every 6 months is a really good, rule of thumb for when you should be getting a trim. But 100%, it is much more economical than going to, I don't know. Most barbers I know are charging $30 to $40 a cut with a lineup now.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to maintain your short hair, realistically, you're going to a barber every 3 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
$40 a cut versus, you go to a nice barber experience like at Lion's Mane, you're paying $70 or $80.
Yeah.
But that's once every 6 months. You break that down, it's $10 a month.
I did have that unconscious
little
realization as well.
Yeah.
Like during the time, like in the span of 14 years, I'm like, damn, I save all this money and time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're not sitting in the
guy's
chair
breaking it
for
down,
45 minutes. Yeah, you got to be
part-time bookkeeper, accountant. Shout out to El Travieso.
Watch your books.
He'll take care of your taxes.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, that's a little side plug. Go on.
But yeah, it's up front paying for a really nice barber experience with long hair might seem a little pricey, but realistically you are saving time and money.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a consistent run that would add up, but what you're saying
is
breaking it apart.
If you're, I mean, realistically, even if you're paying for a lineup, you're not even cutting. Let's say you cut your own hair, but you're like, I don't really like how the front looks when I cut it. I'll leave that to the pro.
Yeah.
You're still paying $30 to $50 a month on a haircut. 6 months, that's $200-$300, man. Like that's.
Well, coincidentally, Jail had something to say about that. He said, best thing about long hair is not having to worry about the haircuts and not overpaying for bad haircuts. Yeah. So essentially what you're saying, you're going for that quality trim and then saving up for that, and you don't have to worry about like, this week sucked.
What
or
if
whatever.
the barber pushed your back, or
for
that screwed up your fade? Like, you got to wait like 3-4 weeks till you can't notice anymore. You don't got to worry about that if you just only get, like, mathematically, realistically, statistically speaking, you can't have more than 2 bad haircuts a year. Like, if you're going 0 for 2 every year and you're getting 2 haircuts a year, you're only going 0 for 2.
Just to...
And we're talking about this in a really
go on
light.
That video game analogy. The life bar will build back.
Yeah.
And that is your hair. The life bar is your hair.
Yeah, if you only let it creep up a couple notches and then you screw it up again, you got to let it grow out, and then you won't get so many bad haircuts. Plus, it's a lot less obvious if you do get a bad haircut. Like, I've definitely had, like a trim or two where one side was like a little bit longer than the other. My mom knows. But my hair was so long that you couldn't really tell unless you stared at my hair for 5-10 minutes in the mirror. And then, I'm not saying nobody's done that, but it's a lot less easy to tell if you don't have short hair.
You remind me of a situation that I had when I was traveling. In certain countries, when I couldn't speak the language and I went in for a trim for whatever reason it was at the time.
Sure.
And I remember I had this auntie lady who was, I had to use sign language. Yeah, shout out to the auntie. And I had pointed to a picture. The guy still had long hair. Somehow she assumed that I wanted to do like less than shoulder length for a trim, and she basically went under. And the best thing about it is that it reminds you that in the growing process, you don't have to do much. You just let it grow. You do the best things for yourself.
There's maintenance
Eat good.
for sure.
Yeah, eat good. You rock the beanie if you have to, and
brush properly.
It did put me into the awkward stage a little bit, but it was
anything
fine.
you need to know about growing your hair, you can find at Quick Tips.
Yeah, and unfortunately at the time I didn't have that.
Yeah,
resource.
you didn't have Quick Tips.
But now, if you're a guy with long hair, you can find the right place, and that right place
Quick
is
Tips
Quick
is a place
Tips.
for you. Things like brushing technique, how to do the sickest hair whip. Cut this out.
All of those things combined. We're not cutting that. I think that worked out perfectly. Actually, you know what? This right here, I see a really funny quote that I had a rebuttal for when you're kind of.
I don't know. I think you should say that one. I'm not saying that.
Well, this guy Brian says that lions don't cut their manes.
Yeah.
As much as I agree with you, when you cut it, you end up becoming a black panther, a yellow panther, and
Pink Panther.
or Pink Panther, and those what is it? The species. What are they called? The felines?
Yeah, the cats.
Yeah, the cat species.
What's wrong with cats?
Out of the cat species, the Pink Panther, the panthers.
Yeah,
they're pretty damn cool, right? The tigers are cool.
Yeah. You go from a lion to a tiger,
but you end up going into the other species, which you end up.
There's a reason I go to lion's mane.
So Brian, it's all good. I get it. Lions don't cut their manes, but you can become a tiger or a panther. So that's dope. What else we got here? You saw one that kind of.
I was just checking out this guy. I don't know if this guy's actually named Chris.
Yeah.
That's a pretty mean skull, dude.
Oh, dude! Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, the salt and pepper joint going on. He said, I had short hair when COVID started, and the place that cut my hair closed. After a few months, my wife said, hey, I like the way your hair is looking. You should probably let it grow out. I liked it. I liked it too, so I haven't cut it since. What I like about my long hair the most is my wife's smile when she looks at me. Your products keep my hair looking its best.
Dude, the long hair being a couples therapy, instant couples therapy.
That's great. You know, I was kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum where at the time I was being rebutted against for having long hair. So I was quickly taken to a garage and had my shit cut off, but that's what I, you know, don't have a wife obviously, so I don't know how that feels, but perhaps you a little bit. Did your wife have any play into you cutting your hair? Perhaps, maybe a little bit, maybe not.
She was actually really hesitant because she helped me do the cut,
but she was supportive.
Yeah, she's super supportive. But then at the same time, she's like, you know, ever since I met you, you know, you had long hair, and it's gonna be really different. And then for when it happened, I thought this life change. She was really supportive. But I think thinking back now, when I grow it back, she's definitely going to come back to it. So definitely in the relationships, there are support. I don't think that's for everybody, but in my case, it definitely was. What else we got over here?
Kind of like what this guy right here, Max, says.
Max, shout out to Max over here.
Being able to do something different every day instead of the same old short hair. Flow, braids, high ball, whatever. It's awesome to rock it all. I literally just talked about that in our last video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point of a mullet too. It's not your same old haircut, little buzz cut every day. You can do something. You can make it look a little bit taller. You can puff it up. You can have it a little bit more clean cut. You can part it down the middle. There's so many different things you can do with long hair, and 100%, I agree.
100, yeah. From putting on different looks from different hats, and different tie-ups.
Yeah, I typically don't, wear my hair as like tied up as a style.
Yeah.
But yeah, like. Honestly, maybe I kind of do. Sometimes with a beanie, I let it ride underneath in a low ball real quick.
I got a side question.
Sure.
We do have a blog post that asked, would you dye your hair? I want to throw that to you because that's not my thing. When I had long hair all the time, I just couldn't do it, man.
For months,
I gotta keep it natural, man.
I contemplated dyeing my hair and cutting my hair like Lil Peep. If you don't know who Lil Peep is, he was
Lil Peep. Don't know.
No, he was a rapper. He passed away. Probably almost half a decade ago.
Damn.
Unfortunately, however, he
kind
of started that, like the emo rap.
Or
poor if he didn't start the emo rap genre, he definitely made it so that other people can kind of get on board. He definitely played a little bit of a role in my life in like early high school. But from having one of the sickest album covers of all time, just. He had this short. It was a very mohawk mullet-esque style haircut.
Okay.
It was kind of like in between like natural and bleached, but he had the tips pink.
Dude, we're gonna save this. Hold that juice.
Okay.
We gotta do another episode where we're gonna talk about music, right? Specifically, we can talk about hip hop. We're gonna go deep into because
then I'll answer the question quick and short.
Yes.
Not yes, but in like. I wouldn't do it. This is not quick nor short. I screwed up already.
It's all good, man.
I'm not completely dyeing my hair. I'm like, I want to be blonde. No, I'm not doing that. But I might some pink tips, maybe a little bit, even if it's just like the 2-week dye.
Okay.
It goes away. Honestly, I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
He's going by feeling that creativity and authenticity, and because of that team spirit we got in one of our core values, I support that.
Yeah.
Hey, to each their own.
And again, this is we're speaking in hypotheticals right now. But
true.
Honestly, like it's
It's not my cup of tea, but you know what? You got my support here, morally. All right. That leads into the next one, and you're doing what it's all about. And we got a guy, William, the long hair.
The long hair.
Long. Old school, wise guy.
William the long hair.
The wise old man here, William the long hair. Individualism, nonconformity, and freedom. And it pays homage to my Irish, Scottish, Neolithic, stone-building ancestors. Do we got a special guest up in the house in here? You want to come in and jump in? Interject here. Hey, he's going to dye his hair. What do you think, Elscario?
Do it. Send it. Live it.
No, but you can't donate it.
No, you can't live with fear in your heart. Yes, you can dye your hair and donate it, son.
Straight up.
Go to Children with Hair Loss on their website, and there's directions. Anyway.
That was great. But this right here, Dude, we got a lot of special guests coming in here. Shout out to El Narstavo. You'll probably see him at a future episode at some point. We don't know. But shout out to William, the long hair, individualism, nonconformity, and freedom.
Yep.
So to me, I definitely agree with that. Individuality. And ironically, after having long hair for so long, going short hair, I think the concepts are parallel where I felt free and individual stepping out because I was curious, what would it be like to not have long hair or go invisible long hair?
Yeah.
And it's provided me that. And haven't felt more confidence since then. But long hair, I felt confident there too as well. But this is great. You want to stay free and autonomous. And that's what at least for me, what I preach. I feel that, we're living in a great country. And if we could stay free and autonomous, it's a great thing. What else you got here?
Colin R. Keeps it short, keeps it simple.
What is it? What is it? Colin R. What do you say?
Compliments.
The best thing about long hair is the compliments.
I would not say the best thing, but dude, you can't tell me you're out in public and somebody compliments your hair and you don't feel good.
Actually, yes. I do realize there is a tacit, unspoken effect having long hair. I remember when I would go run or go exercise out in the park doing calisthenics, and I would see just anybody, and I would just approach and not have to say anything. People would just say, "What up? Hey, how's it going?" It was just that natural, they probably saw me laid back or something, right? That surfer vibe. But ever since I had, donated my hair and it's gone now, it's almost like, oh, dude, don't want to mess up with this guy. And I'm not trying to be, hostile or anything, but I guess I put out that vibe with it, so. But the compliments have left.
Michael kind of touches on it a little bit more.
Yeah. All right, Michael, what do you say?
Michael says the compliments I get from my wife. She calls me sexy all the time.
Sexy all the time. Okay. See? And I experienced that, so.
Yeah?
Well, no, the thing is, I'm saying that having long hair, you feel that way. You just you check yourself out. You go from the shower or from the beach, and you feel confident about yourself, and you take care of your hair. If you take care of your hair, I didn't really take care of my hair at times, but when I did, I felt pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm coming from.
For sure. I like this one a little bit too. You want to read it?
Griffin.
All
right.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna pass it to you, man.
The feeling you get when it touches your shoulders. I don't know. I'm a little ticklish sometimes. I kind of scare myself.
This guy's ticklish, man.
Nah,
it's all good, huh?
Don't touch me. Tickle it. No, but yeah, it's a great feeling. At least I know when I was, now I definitely can touch my shoulders. But before I was to that stage, I noticed my hair getting a little longer when it had the flip out of the back of the hat. But when it got to the point where it had, gravity actually did play an effect on it, and it touched my shoulders, that was, I don't know if I remember that day specifically, but I remember that little era in time.
Yeah.
Where I was like, dude, this is actually pretty legit now.
It's funny, man. The ticklish part.
I think at the time for work, I was working at Sonic.
Sonic's like the fast food spot?
Yeah, dude. How you think I know how to roller skate? Cause
he knows how to roller skate, cuz.
Yeah. I said cuz of 4. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I think I was still having to rock a visor.
Dang.
So the hair out of the top and the back of the visor, it was pretty legit.
You just gave me an idea, a social post right now. We got to call it the guys rocking the visor with the long hair. I think that'd be the little 90s tribute.
Guaranteed it's a bunch of old dudes, but that's who do it best. So
hey, my name's Tom, and I'm working for... I got to read this one right here. Dude, this one is funny. There's not much guys in my area that have long hair. All right. I'll be nice here. There's not much guys in my area that have long hair. I get many looks because I take very good care of my hair. Very good care of my hair, along with the stylish hair ties I buy from you guys. Thank you very much, Tom. I'm Asian, so it's very rare to see an Asian with long hair where I live. You got to come roll out to California, New York, Atlanta, Seattle. You got to go to these spots.
Yeah, tons of Asian heritage here with long hair.
Yes, there's plenty, and if you go to Hawaii, especially, don't feel bad. I feel you. I'm compassionate
kind of
about that.
Kind of a different subgenre, but yeah.
But just hold down the fort there and represent, because, yeah, man, you got to have that positive imagery, and you got to do your best justice. And obviously, you're representing yourself, but a lot of people like to stereotype, and you know, if you do your best and you're representing for yourself in a positive way. So finishing off your quote here, I love how my hair feels on my neck and letting it flow in the wind. It makes me feel like an entirely different person. See, I love hearing that.
Yeah, it's cool.
What else we got here?
How many more we got? Trent? Nah.
We got to read this one just because of the name. The name is sick. He does look like him. Shout out to Anthony. One love. All the way out to New Jersey.
El tipo de sangre. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry if I butchered it. He says, I love letting my hair grow so that I can donate it to someone who will benefit from it. I'm excited for my 6th hair donation at the Great Cut 2024. Let's unpack that statement real quick.
Yep.
Let's add some math to that. Theoretically, how long are you growing your hair between times you donate? 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
All right, so if this guy's in 2024 and you got to wait 5 years between donations, and this is going to be his
it's gonna take that long?
6th time.
I can't make it to the Great Cut 2024.
6th time times 5. Dude, this guy's been donating his hair for 30 years.
Damn.
Dude, that's
intense. Dude.
He's been donating his hair since the early 90s.
But remember, so I can't forget.
That's wild.
We're talking about, we had to break it down. Like, are we going like from the skull, or are we going from, you know?
Okay, realistically, again, realistically, how long are you waiting between hair donations? 3, 4, 5 years?
That is true.
Even if we called it 4, that's 24 years of hair
No, but
donating.
I mean, I feel like you could still donate pieces in between there, though.
Sure.
Because if you're maintaining that long hair, it's like, okay, within 2 years you'll have that nice 8-inch piece that you'll probably donate. But of course, if you want to be like the guy that's like the heavy lifter,
yeah,
right?
you're donating
you're like going slamming like
inches.
massive hair. Yeah, definitely
for sure.
Man, there's a lot of good ones here,
There
but we have limited time.
We do.
So why don't we end it with one more?
One
more. Okay, here we go.
It.
Let's see. A lot of repeats here. Hey, we got to give a shout out for El Conejo.
El Conejo.
His name was.
I was about to say, is that Ryota?
Ryota.
Bro, I was looking at this guy.
Ryota.
How do you not remember Ryota? Come on.
We were on the whole math rock thing.
I was looking at this. I was like, dude, is this Ryota?
Yo, this is live on tape.
That's his name?
Now. Yes, it's Ryota. El Conejo.
Reclusive Rabbit.
Yo, shout out to El Conejo.
The big bunny.
We're
Bad
gonna
Bunny.
you the last one right here. Bad Bunny. The other Bad Bunny. For me, it is straying from the typical and the freedom to be me. Just because there's a normal doesn't mean I have to be that. I mean, I work a corporate job in the legal department, and still, within dress code, of course, I express myself to the max. That includes my hair and clothes. Here's a pic of me today at work, actually. Me at my core. We don't have a pic. He's rocking some sick.
What hair tie is this?
He is that one right there?
Yeah.
That is the death ones.
Those are the slashers.
No.
No? Oh,
No.
Los Muertos? Those are
Los Muertos.
Oh, they are. I thought it was a different
Los
one.
Muertos
yeah,
on
he's
his
got the
wrist,
Los Muertos tie.
and he's rocking a really sick paisley pattern from the 60s.
It's pretty tight with the old backpack.
And he's got a sick
Is
backpack.
that actually Ryota?
That's Ryota right there. This is a regular deal. He came in low key the other episode. So shout out to you, man. Thanks for dropping by the show. And
sorry he didn't remember your name. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get you back.
Just play the Jeopardy.
He's watching this right now. He's like, I don't even know his
play the
name.
Jeopardy music during that silence there. Anyways, what a great episode. Great talk.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other reasons to drop. The other reasons of why it's great having long hair.
Yep.
So we'd like to see that. We always like seeing the haters out there too as well. Hey, we open it. It doesn't affect our life, man. It doesn't affect our life. So have fun. This is all about that bouncing back and forth. We're an open platform, free speech arena. That's what we support.
Cool.
With anything else other than that?
Yeah, we've definitely covered the time and then some. So
damn,
let's get out.
We'll have to see you guys later. Always a pleasure, man. Always
sure.
a pleasure.
Great. It's always great, man.
See.